Anyway, back to other news. Yay! EA is going to be one, it has been sold, so the deal with the Saudi PIF fund has completed, and with that and the buyout that is financed by debt comes $700 million in annual costs, and then $170 million in organizational efficiencies. So there'll be mass layoffs, according to
I can
EA
actually
Yay! Thank you, Jason
break this
Schreier.
down very simply. EA got bought by the Saudis and their various partners, and they had to take out a big loan to do it.
Yep.
And then when they bought EA, they gave the loan to EA to pay back, and it's like a $18 billion loan, which means the interest payments on EA to pay yearly is approximately $1.8 billion. EA's gross revenue a year is $1.5 billion. That's not profit, that's revenue. That's before costs, that's before salary, that's before everything. So they are going to have to cut like $800 million and still make the exact same amount of money every year in perpetuity forever, which means EA has taken a gun, put it in its mouth, fired it, and the bullet is just traveling very slowly through its head.
AKA
EA is done. EA is functionally a dead company right now.
But this is not even a story in that it's like, oh, the thing that we talked about 8 podcasts ago is now happening. That's it. We reported.
This is exactly what happened to Red Lobster and Toys R Us.
But in the process, people got some fucking bottomless shrimp, at least.
Yeah.
You know, no, they announced that when the PIF was going to do this, that like how much of it was going to be debt and how much of that was being leveraged off the total costs and such. We talked about the fucking $55 billion thing that was going, like it's crazy. And you know, it's yeah, what are we looking at? Like the largest entertainment sector in the world is video games, and this insane, like, you know how we talked about the COVID fucking brain rot of assuming that level of growth is going to always
the number
continue.
went up really high, we're going to get better than that. I'm like, no, you're never going to get better than that ever again.
Yes,
ever.
Yeah, the insanity of the fact that like the market dropping drastic numbers, I think some 67% from where that point was at. No, sorry, 37% from its peak, and then continuing. There's a thing that happened there too that is looking at deals like this and going, how does this seem like a big? How does this seem? This seems so stupid on paper. How is it actually going forward? Right? There was a point in time where essentially when that growth happened, and people were looking at tech. And tech bros were looking at tech and going, every tech company grows this way. Video games have software, thus they have production cycles. Thus, that's tech, right? Treat it the same as any other Silicon Valley company. And it's like, no, that's not what it is. It's entertainment. Different. It's a completely different.
It's actually much closer to the movie business.
But that's not how they saw it. They evaluated it as tech from the outside. And this is how you started down the path to begin with. Don't
worry, Woolie. EA has announced that even though there are obviously going to be layoffs, so they haven't announced layoffs, they've announced cuts. They have said that they will be able to keep quality of their products high because any displaced employees and or staff are going to be effortlessly replaced with full AI development.
Yes, of course.
And so we're going to be able to cut costs down to nothing and make games for free. And the games will still make shit zillions of dollars, and basically it's like a free money machine forever.
Well, look, when people come in with the expectations that are laid based on assuming the industry is something that it isn't, then you have a really, really useful thing. You can lie, and with that lie comes more outside money invested into the situation. And as long as you keep that lie going, then you never have to worry about the consequences. It's pretty sick.
Except that's gonna last like 2 quarters. Like the lying part of the process is going to last like 2 quarters because the amounts we're talking about are so high. They're so high.
And that's a problem for the CEO 2 quarters from now.
Yeah,
But
by the way, I
right
want to
now,
point out,
light my fucking cigar.
I want to point out a guy in chat 02 yelled out all caps death by 1,000 cuts. Bro, you're like a French peasant watching people get loaded into the guillotine yelling death by 1,000 cuts. No, man, this is a big fucking cut. This is a really huge motherfucking cut.
It's the fucking Iron Maiden. You're calling 1,000 cuts the Iron Maiden, my dude.
Holy shit. Yeah, so EA is just functionally dead. They might finish out their existing projects, but any new project is going to be under the scorn of, will this game, not even franchise, will this game make $1 billion?
So I'm waiting to see what we're going to experience when a number of projects are killed mid-production, but they grab the bones of what was made and ask AI to complete the rest.
Oh, it's going to be sick. It's going to be awesome.
That's going to happen any day now.
You're going to be playing through Mass Effect 4 and you're going to do like the main mission at the 60% mark, and then all of a sudden the game's going to just be like bad. Like missions are going to be slow and bad and poorly written, and
or the game will just repeat itself a second time. It'll just start from scratch and just go all over again.
The good old Capcom special, right? Just have them go through the game backwards.
Switch the character up and do it backwards, and then let the AI fill in the blanks. Boy. All right. Well, you know, these unfortunately, this level of criminality and the sheer scope of it is very difficult for the caveman brain to understand.
Yeah. Now, somebody said I'm crazy for thinking the company is going to go under because they own all the sports games. The sports game franchises are being propped up not by the popularity of sports games. They're being propped up by the profitability of gambling. And there are only so many people out there gambling on sports games. And even for those people, you can't just raise the buy-in cost infinitely. You can't make it cost $100 for one roulette wheel spin, one arm bandit spin. You can't do it, right? It will cut people off. There is an end game here, and the costs they're dealing with are astronomical. It's like you have to pay one Ubisoft quarter's worth of cash in extra every quarter.
Also, we're also in the world where the news story that all the orphans chained up to laptops in the basement of the betting company have not yet been discovered.
Oh, that's true. That is
so
true.
We're like, once that story kicks and hits public, I think things are going to change in the landscape a little bit, but we're still in the timeline where people don't know about the orphans in the basement chained to the laptops.
Yeah.